Hello everyone, welcome back for some more Let's Read Tsukihime. So, last part. That was a lot, and a bit of time has passed and I've had time to think. I've talked with friends, had time to talk, and I've kind of come to grips with what I feel about Hisui's true ending. I think the reason I hated it so much was because it actually felt, and I know this is going to sound super cringe, but it actually felt like I was personally betrayed. Not the characters in the game, but me, the player. I legitimately felt like I myself have been backstabbed. And I don't really, that's a situation that hasn't occurred to me much. Like, this idea of betrayal is like, I've never actually gone through something like that. However, like that, because I'm reading it and because I'm kind of, engaging with the story on a deeper level than just reading it, right? Like, I'm reading it out loud, I'm explaining my positions, I'm relating with the characters. It affected me. It affected me really hard. So, I want to clarify that I understand her viewpoint. Absolutely. 100%. I get it. I also think it is a very well-written twist. Like, especially when my friends are pointing out the evidence, they're pointing out all the different stuff that I didn't pick up on, the twists, right? They're pointing that out, and I was like, oh wow, there's a lot, and it really puts things into perspective in a really cool way. No, I gotta say, that's good. That is well written and a good ending in terms of quality. However, in terms of me as a person, it's personally upsetting. And I think I want people to just get that. I want you to understand. I think it's good in writing. I think it's good in understanding why, but I felt betrayed, right? I even, like, for a bit, like, when it first hit, and I had to ruminate on these thoughts too. Like, this wasn't just something that I could just, come up with when I finished that part. I had to think about it. I had a very, very hard time sleeping the night after. Like, it affected me that much where I was even thinking, like, I had to think about all sorts of stuff, right? And apparently, talking with friends were like, yep, that's what it'll do, right? But, having now thought about it, given it time, let it sink in, wow. Yeah, wow. No, it's a well-written ending. I don't have to say I like it as an outcome, but it's well written, for sure. So, for a while, I was honestly even thinking, like, I don't even, like, for a while, I was so betrayed. I was like, I don't even want to buy the new Melty Blood. I don't even want to see her again. I am not doing her route. Kohaku, not Hisui. I love Hisui. Hisui's great. But my opinion on Kohaku has diminished so much that I'm like, for a while, I was even, like, thinking that she is Shinji tier, right? She is Mato Shinji level. And for a bit she was, but after talking about it, kind of hashing it out with people, no, it's definitely, I'm not going to say an overreaction on my part, but I'm definitely speaking from a place of emotion more than a place of logic. But we will do her story. We will finish it up. Because hey, if that's enough, I kind of put the metaphor of, the school shooter who gets chalky milk from his mom and he decides to be a good boy for the rest of his life. That's kind of what the the ribbon feels like, but that's just me. Um, let's go in and let's go for the alternate ending first. So I think it'd be this one. Nope. We need to find the proper... Okay, well, that's that.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, sorry for the weird cut. I originally didn't realize that fast forwarding would show all the sex scenes, so just gonna write a note, cut out all sex scenes at beginning. Sounds good, because, sometimes the fast forward skip scenes entirely and you don't see them, and sometimes you see every single image again. Here's the new thing. Last time we called out Akia's name. This time let's call out Kohaku. He! Shiki lunges with a cry. His black shape explodes forward like a firework. Ko! I can't make it from here. If there's anything it would make it, that would be a... Damn! Akia turns towards Shiki. Akia instantly prepares for his attack. But the black figure isn't going towards Akia. Shiki lunges not at Akia, but at Kohaku-san, who stands next to her. Koha! He knows. Just like I'm able to move right now because of Hisui's power, he knows that Akia's overwhelming power is possible from Kohaku-san's help. Kohaku-san, get down! I shout. Like, if I knew Shiki was going for Kohaku all along, I shout from the bottom of my lungs. Kohaku! Akia throws her body in front of Kohaku. I don't believe it. Is she sacrificing her body to protect Kohaku-san? He! Shiki raises his voice, his arm thrusting like a spear, aims for Kohaku's face. Akia forces herself in between them. Her timing is perfect. I don't want to look. I don't want to see Akia die as she protects Kohaku-san. No, right before it all happens. Oh, I hear a voice which I've never heard before. Kohaku-san's crying voice. The sound of rending flesh. Red blood drips onto the hallway. Kohaku-san's voice almost sounds absent-minded. She has quickly pushed Akiha away. She pushed Akiha away, trying to protect her, and threw herself in front of Shiki's claws. You... Shiki's voice quivers with anger. Red blood continues to flow forth. No, Akiha. I didn't mean to hurt you. He shakes his head. In front of Shiki, Kia lies collapsed, her arm coated with blood. Thanks to Kohaku-san pushing her away, it seems only Akia's arm was shredded by Shiki's claws. Ugh. Oh, wrong voice. Never mind. Boy, I wish they would do the description before the voice. Lying on the ground, Akia writhes in pain, clutching her arm. Shiki stands dumbstruck, shaking as he looks down. Kohaku-san, fixated with surprise, stands there unmoving like a doll. You bitch, are you trying to get in my way? Shiki lifts his head. Kohaku-san is in front of him. Why is it? She's just standing there, not moving a muscle, as if her soul had fled her body. You also get in my way? Shiki howls. Shiki-sama. Hisui's pleading voice. She doesn't even have to tell me. Like Kohaku-san protecting Akia, this time I'll stop him for sure. Shiki! I run, my glasses already off. The lines I see are across his neck and from his upper left chest to his stomach. Either one will do. If I work my knife through either one, it will surely kill him. Gripping my knife firmly, I fly down the hallway with a speed that surprises even myself. Shiki turns towards me, but I'm much faster. Chihuahua! His anguished cry reverberates throughout the hallway. An insane laughter. It was too shallow, how naive. In front of Akia, I hesitated in cutting her real brother's neck. The line that runs through his body, I was only able to cut it halfway. Laughing wildly, Shiki pulls back. Like that, he escapes towards the stairs. Following him would be easy, but there's something more important for me to do. Akiha! Hang in there, Akiha! Kneeling down, I look over her body. This is terrible. Her right arm is almost split in two and painted an awful crimson. Nissan, why are you here? Her eyes are hazy. Her shallow breathing, her pale face. The figure of death stretches across her body. Why aren't you resting in your room. Don't talk. We can talk about it later. For now, just don't talk. No, I won't. Nissan, how long have you been here? It's spreading. With her bleeding, her lines of death spread across her body. It's all right, just be quiet. Please, I beg of you, for now, just calm down, please. Okay. If you say so, then I will be obedient, Nissan. With a forced smile, Kia closes her mouth. Know that. Simply put, she's so weak she can't even speak. No! Wait, I'll stop the bleeding. Taking off my shirt, I wrap it around her arm. Damn, this is useless. Shit! If the bleeding doesn't stop, she'll die. Why doesn't... I frantically tie it around her arm. I know it'll not help at all, but I can't think of anything else to do. I know I'm starting to go crazy, but I still cannot calm down myself. Shiki-sama, please calm down. If you tie it any tighter, it will not help her. Hisui, but... It is all right. Akiya-sama will not die. If Nei-san is here, Akiya-sama will heal. Nei-san, is that not right? Hisui pulls Kohaku-san, who's still standing like a motionless doll, and sits her next to Akiha. Nei-san, for now, please synchronize with Akiya-sama. You destroyed everything because you wanted Akiya-sama saved, is that not right? Oh, one of the things that I kind of missed, but now, like, looking back, there's various moments where Kohaku dresses up as Hisui. There's various moments, and the way you can tell is the eye shape. But also, that's right. That's right, Hand. You're right. Pet that invisible dog, you. But also, through how she refers to her sister. Sister versus Nei-san. Again, brilliant foreshadowing. I'm stupid. Still dislike that. Still dislike your choice. Again, going all revengey. Personally disagree. For now, please synchronize with Akiya-sama. You destroyed everything because you wanted Akiya-sama saved, is that not right? Hisui wraps both of her hands around Kohaku-san's white hand. But Kohaku-san's gaze is still empty. But maybe Hisui's words reach her after all. Akiya's blood stops spilling forth. I relax. With this I can be assured. The uneasiness that gripped me before, the uneasiness that Akiha would meet the worst fate, starts to gradually disappear. Akiya will be helped by Hisui and Kohaku-san. So, as Tonoshiki, I will have to end this. Hisui, I leave Akiya and Kohaku-san up to you. Shiki-sama, you are still planning to go, are you not? We're the same type, he and I. The least I can do is put him to rest. Hisui wordlessly stares at me. Her eyes beg me not to go, but I can't listen to them. Thanks for everything up until now, Hisui. I'm so glad you were with me. I walk away. Feeling her watch me as I leave, I follow after Shiki. Now the question is, will he, because he hasn't faced the death of Akiha, will he have the resolve to do the kill, right? That's the question now. The path of blood continues. Maybe he didn't try to really escape, or maybe he isn't even sane enough to understand what running away means. Shiki is standing in the hallway as if waiting for me. Shiki, I call out. Shiki looks over at me with his unfocused eyes. Huh, you again? Shiki doesn't move, probably because the wounds by me and Akiha. He doesn't have a body that can move properly. Yet I failed again. It won't work out right. Why is everything getting ruined? It won't work. It never works out right. I always mess up. That's strange. Why is she getting in my way? He just came like I was told. So why does he always get in my way? Shiki's eyes are just hollow orbs. Maybe he didn't even see anyone from the very beginning. He only sees me before him, holding my knife as just another obstacle. Shiki, are you in pain? In pain? Me? Why? Shiki laughs as if it was so funny and slowly stands up. I'm not in any pain. This is a wonderful life. No matter what I do, no one can punish me. Shiki's eyes burn with the desire to kill. It seems he's ready. Underneath the moonlight, even though I've known him for so long, I take my first step towards the enemy I just met tonight. Fine, let's fight to the death. All those who get in my way are my enemy. I'll kill you all. You, Akiha Kohaku. So that's the thing. And I didn't bring this up in the last route, but I don't think that you is a stutter. I don't think it is. Just like that old man who wanted me to lock me up till I died. I'll kill you all. Shiki screams like a raving lunatic, maybe because that figure looks terribly pitiful. Even though this is a fight to the death, I remain cool and collected like ice. Ha 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 ha! Shiki attacks me head on. It's nothing difficult, like I'm cutting meat on a plate. I easily slice through Shiki. Thud. Shiki's head falls to the floor. His powerless body falls against mine. I don't feel anything. I don't feel regret, pain, hatred, or disgust. Like Kohaku-san was earlier, I just stand like a doll. Coo. An unbelievable laughing voice. Oh, Shiki's laughing head rolls on the ground. You're wonderful. This is the first time I felt this cold pain. What a superb hinderer you are. Still laughing, his face dissolves into ash. Gradually, it disappears into the wind. Shiki's disappearing. Before he does, he looks up at me and curiously says, So, who are you anyway? Who are you? You don't know. I'm the Shiki you were always targeting. I see. You're Shiki. His disappearing face. What's this? You look nothing like what I heard. With that, he completely disappears. I wonder what that could mean. It's over. With this, it's over. I don't feel anything. I won't feel those splitting headaches. I can return to life as normal, but I don't feel happy. And just what ended? Why? I feel dizzy. Shiki's last words won't fade away. Something did end, but I don't know what ended, or in the beginning, what I was trying to end. I look up at the moon. In the vague darkness, my heart is enthralled. Until Hisui came, I just stood in dumb amazement, standing in the moonlight. Dreams of sunshine, not midday moon. Interesting. I swear to God, if we go to a tree, I will scream. The next week passed quickly. Shiki's body vanished without a trace, and the wound in Akia's arm was treated. Even though my place as Shiki became vague, I can't go back to being Nanaya Shiki. I don't know if she understands my feelings or not about it, but Akiya hasn't said one word about that night. If Akiya, the head of the household, is going to play dumb, then I think I can continue my life as Shiki. The peaceful days have returned. Since Shiki disappeared, all my strength returned, and Akiya's healing well too. Kwaku-san and Hisui go back to their regular duties at the mansion, and there isn't a trace of uneasiness. I want to believe that there isn't. Uh-oh. Nissan? It's noon already, Nissan. I hear a voice. Geez, even though it's so nice outside, please do not sleep in such a place. If you want to take a nap, do so in your room. Fingers tap my shoulder. With that, I wake up from my dream. Morning, Akiha. Don't say morning. Coming to the sitting room only to sleep. Just what were you thinking, Nissan? Well, I was thinking about this and that. Giving a deep sigh, I get up from the sofa. Wait a minute, Nissan. Are you going to actually sleep in your own room? Hey, don't you think you should actually do something worthwhile on your day off? To give you examples, like going out to deepen bonds with family members or invite them to have fun out of gratitude. I think what Akia says is worthwhile is very limited. Well, I do think so. It's just that what you think is worthwhile is different from what I think is worthwhile. Sleeping twice would just be a waste. The reason why I want to go to my room is simple. It takes a lot of effort to face you right after waking up, so I thought I'd refresh in my head in my own room. What is that supposed to mean, Nissan? Nothing. I just can't answer all your little scolding when my head's still dozy. So I'm just gonna go to my territory to regroup, that's all. We can talk more during lunch. Waving, I turn around. Kia watches me silently, but her face tells me she wants to complain. Looks like I'll have to be ready during lunchtime. I come to my room. While I was dozing in the sitting room, it looks like Hisui cleaned my room. This really is a dull room, if I have to say myself. Other than a bed and a desk, the room is completely empty. It's close to winter, so I should probably get some heating equipment. Kia's pretty noisy about it, but I never feel like using the fireplace. Why? Fireplaces are Kino. What's this on the desk? A letter I don't remember is placed there. I'm curious, so I open it up. The letter just said... I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna choke myself out. I'm gonna do it. Go back to sleep. 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 God. I can't do it again. I'm not strong enough. I'm not strong enough to do it again. Am I really gonna have to? Oh, God. Oh. Unless it's gonna be a subversion and it's Hisui there to say, I love you, my boyfriend, and that's it. The letter just says I'm waiting under that tree. Why? Saying that, I crumble the paper. Opening the drawer, I put the knife with the engraving Nanatsu Yoru in my pocket. I can't pretend like I didn't see it. Taking a deep breath to compose myself, I leave my room. I don't know when I realized it. It all started when I thought that everything turned out pretty conveniently. The happenstances and circumstances surrounding the connection between Shiki and I were too convenient. Shiki had his lair at my school, but he never attacked me, his most hated enemy. If Shiki had ever felt like it, I probably would have been killed a long time ago. I could only think that things ended up this way because someone readied a convenient plot. When I get there, she's waiting with her usual smile. Oh God, we're doing it again! Oh God, we're doing it again! Oh no! I thought we'd be spared from the tree! You're late, Shiki-san. I've been waiting since morning, but it's noon already. Yeah, sorry. I fell asleep in the sitting room and just got back to my room. Ah, I see. I messed up. I knew I should have told you directly. That may be true, I nod. She smiles at me. But it is good you came. Now we can talk, just the two of us. She smiles happily. With a smile on her face, she begins to speak like it's nothing. You realized it, didn't you, Shiki-san? I can't nod or shake my head. I knew it, she laughs. Shiki-san, I was the one who made Shiki-sama like that. That is interesting. She refers to him as Shiki-sama. That's interesting. That's really interesting. Huh. That... I gave Akia-sama my blood so that she would turn more into one of the Tono blood. But that... I was the one that gave Shiki-sama wrong information and made him attack innocent people. I didn't want her to say it. When we were small, the one who was always watching from the distance wasn't Hisui, it was me. Kohaku-san. Back then, I intentionally distracted Akia-sama so that Shiki-sama could have an opening. Kohaku. But I really messed up. Akia-sama and Shiki-sama were both supposed to die there. Kohaku! Looking down, all I could do is shout her name. It's fine. Shiki-san? It's fine. All of it's over, so I... Oh my god, this is so good. He's like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear that kind of story. Those words are truly how I feel. Such a reality, it's better if I don't realize it. Kohaku-san can just be Kohaku-san. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm just my boy. My boy. Oh my boy, you're doing the right thing. You're doing the thing I want, which is nope. Sorry, it's literally it's my favorite thing. It's just, I'd rather not know so that you can still be you. Okay? Thank you. Bye-bye. I don't care what the reality is. I reject it. Okay. All right. Just say no. Always smiling, thinking of Hisui dearly, being such good friends with Akiha, and laughing when we talk about stupid things. I wanted Kohaku-san to stay like that. Yes, that's how I feel. I don't care about all that. You can just be here and it'll be fine. She doesn't answer. A long, painful silence. No, that won't do, Shiki-san. What I did can't be ignored like that. Yes, it can. And it will. I failed. I have lost the reason that moved me these past years, so this Kohaku will just disappear. What? I lift my head. Over there. She looks like she always does. But I thought you had the right to blame me. You are the only one who is not connected with the Tono house. I used you in my plot against Akiya-sama and Shiki-sama. So if you wish to blame me, you can do whatever you like. No one has the right to blame you, Kohaku-san. That's right. Ever since she was a small child and came to this mansion, she had to receive all the crimes of Tono Makihisa. She could not ask for help. Nobody helped her. She lived that life for years, then that's... If you want to talk about rights, you had every... Yeah, you... Okay, maybe not ever... Okay. In this route, I'd say, no, you... Okay, no, I can't agree with you there. I'm not going to say every right to take revenge. In fact, you have no right. You actually have no rights to take revenge because revenge is murder and murder is bad. However, you had... like, I don't want to say motive, but it makes sense why you would, right? It's understandable. I can only imagine what happened to you, but you could not hold nothing but a grudge against the Tono family. I know I'm just sounding clever, but I won't want to say those unsatisfactory lies. No, I didn't have a grudge against Makihisa-sama or Akiya-sama at all. So what I did wasn't What? I just thought that was what a human would have done. What? Only for my sake. I put Makihisa-sama and Shiki-sama in a trap and tried to get Akiya-sama dead too. What? Why? That was all I had. There really weren't any feelings behind it. Her smile does not fade. But that's a lie. If that's true, then I would have hated her from the bottom of my heart. No, that's wrong. Kohaku-san, you just want to think that. If that was true, then why did you protect Akiha? Kohaku-san, you had emotions. You liked Akiya, so you destroyed your own plan yourself. That's a new face. For just an instant, she lowers her glance just a little bit and smiles again. That's right. I destroyed my own plan. Really, Shiki-sama should have killed me back then. I made it so that only one of us would stay alive after that. But why did we both end up surviving? She seems troubled as she says this and her smile returns. That's simple. Because you wanted Akiya to live, and you wanted to stay alive too. Then everything's alright. Even though you planned it all, I'm happy. Akiya's still alive, and you're still alive, so that makes me really happy. Is that not enough for you, Kohaku-san? This is kind of how I'm feeling too, though, right? This is kind of how I'm feeling. It's like, okay, you did it, and you know what? That's fine. Let's move past this. Like, if you planned it, that's fine. We have dark moments. We have dark moments based on 8 years of trauma, right? But not acting on it is the right action. Because then we can move forward and make reparations. Tears come out as I say so. I can't stop my feelings, which are more full of regret than pity. I can already understand that this person will not return. Since then, from the time she protected Akia, she became broken and couldn't come back. I understand that too well. Shiki-san, are you crying? That's stupid, crying over a doll in a play that broke. Yes, it really is stupid. Hey, Shiki-san. I said that I didn't hate anyone, but there is one person I hated. You understand, right? I think I hated you. Because if you weren't there, I could have just stared out that window without even thinking. Smiling, she turns away. Her sleeves flutter like butterfly wings. My legs want to dash forward, but I can't move. Even one step, I feel that if I move one step towards her, something will happen that I can't take back. You are the only one I hated. Everyone else I neither liked nor hated. I lost those emotions, so seeing me in Akia-sama was only an accident. Her figure starts to become hazy. Kohaku-san. I have a bad feeling about this. I can't place it, but I have a terrible feeling. Then, Nei-san! A voice calling for her echoes through the air. Oh, Hisui. Hisui-chan? Our voices overlap. Gasping for breath, Hisui looks directly at her. Hisui-chan, why? Her voice is shaking. Taking it, she looks sharply at her. Lies. With a short, strong voice, Hisui says so. Everything you say are lies, Nei-san. You saved Akia-sama back then because you like her. And I know you can't hate Shiki-sama. I hear a sharp gasp. Still turned around, she looks extremely frightened. Is that not right? You played my role, so you cannot hate Shiki-sama. You played the role of Hisui from back then. So you love Shiki-sama and try to protect Akia-sama. You're not an empty human like you think you are. Hisui's voice hangs in the air. Kwaku doesn't turn back and just answers no. Jeez. If you had never slept in the sitting room, then Hisui-chan would never have noticed us. Shiki-san, you really do throw all my plans into disarray. Still facing the other way, she laughs. She holds a finger up to her mouth. Gulp. I hear the sound of something being swallowed. I run, but I don't make it in time. Before I can reach her, she collapses to the ground, coughing up blood. Thud. A hard, sickening noise. Still smiling, she drips red blood from her mouth. Nei-san! Hisui holds her, but that, no matter who looks at it, it is already too late. No, Nei-san! Nei-san, Nei-san! Cradling the unmoving girl's head, Hisui frantically calls out. It seems her feelings overflow like the blood pouring from Kohaku's mouth. Her mouth opens and closes over and over. Nei-san! Nei-san, hold on! A desperate cry. Seeing that, the girl smiles like a child. Don't do that, Hisui-chan. Crying like that, it feels like back then. What? Nei-san, why? Yeah, because if I don't do so, you won't be able to return to the way you were. Her words in pieces, and with glazed eyes, she speaks to Hisui. Nei-san. Hisui's face contorts in grief. Her tears flood her face. Why? It's fine. I was okay with the way I was. If you were happy, then I was happy. I was always protected by you, so I was always happy. Painfully, she swallows her last words. Why? You should have stayed like Hisui, Nei-san. Like Hisui, the one you admired long ago, so why? Why are you returning it to me now? A tear falls. Maybe Hisui's tears caused that. She nods quietly. That's right. I really had fun. It was all just an act, but it was really fun, Hisui-chan. So I hoped, Hisui-chan, you were having fun too. Her blood drips out. As she speaks, blood dribbles out of her mouth. Nei-san, hang on, Nei-san. This can't be. Why do you have to die, Nei-san? There's no reason for you to die, Nei-san. Hisui's voice can no longer reach her. Her chest rising and falling, she looks up at the deep, deep blue sky. It's pretty. I could never go outside, but I always remembered the color of the sky. Nei-san, Nei-san. Just those little things were my days. Hisui-chan, Shiki-san, and Akia-sama were there, and there was such a pretty sky overhead. Yeah, I can't remember it too well. Those fun things are starting to disappear. Her energy drains away. The remaining light in her eyes is disappearing. That, I could not let it be. Oh? Oh my god, I was literally gonna say, boy, if Shiki was better, he could kill the poison, but I take out my knife. My glasses are already off. All that is left. Shiki-sama, what are you? Hisui holds on to me. I'm gonna save Kohaku-san. Please be quiet and trust me. I pull free and look hard at her body. Just like that time with Yumizuka. That time I found Yumizuka's polluted blood and killed it. So I should be able to kill the poison she drank. The headache gets worse. Feels like someone is stabbing my skull with a knife. It's so bad I want to close my eyes. I guess looking at something wrong in someone else's body is difficult. The pain warns me that this is surpassing the limits of my ability. My breathing explodes into harsh gasping. Bubbles escape from my mouth. My entire world is red. As if all my bodily fluids turn into poison, my body is burning from the inside. Yeah, but still. I stare at it, not caring if I go blind. My senses disassociate. My world becomes a white sheet. As the sound of my blood vessels burning away roars in my ears, I quickly, before I'm unable to move, find the poison in her body and kill it. So. Oh. Oh, wow. The first scenery I've seen in a few days is this white examination room. I was seriously expecting Shiki dies, everyone else lives. Which I would have said, okay. But the first scenery I've seen in a few days is white examination room. All set. Seems like you're fine, Shiki-kun. I do not see any cloudiness, and your condition should not return. You can go back to your normal life now. The doctor continues scribbling away as he's done these past few days. His face, which I see for the first time, looks somewhat kind. Well then, take care. Yeah, but don't strain yourself for a while. You always seem to push yourself too hard. God, that's the truth. I understand. Thank you so much for your help. I bow with my heartfelt thanks, and I stand up from the chair. I go out into the hallway. In the waiting room is Hisui. Not having seen her face in days, I waved to her excitedly. Hisui quickly runs to my side to support me. Well then, shall we go? We can meet Kohaku-san starting today, right? Hisui nods. Shiki-sama, is your body really okay? Hisui looks at me full of worry. Hey! A doctor is a person who can't let unhealed people go free. Unless you live in the United States, then they really can't let you go free. The joke is that I'm going to get my urethra examined and lasered at a doctor, and I'm not going to pay a cent. Go healthcare. I get to leave the hospital, that means I'm fine. I'm used to being in hospitals, so trust me. Yes, that is why I worry. There never was an instance where you would come back from the hospital fully healed. Huh. Hisui really talks a lot now. Well, that's the truth, so I can't disagree. Also, she's out of the house! Yay. Anyway, I finally got those bandages off my eyes. I can see her face and my body is healed, so there's no more problems. Oh, we were Joey's sister from Yu-Gi-Oh! There. Except we didn't sound like Gimon? That was kind of weird. Come on, let's go see Kohaku-san. Pulling Hisui, who's still waiting to say something, I walk towards Kohaku-san's room. Oh, she has her own room. No, why are we at the tree again? After that, after seeing me plunge my knife into Kohaku-san, Hisui panicked. But after seeing that Kohaku-san's body was not harmed, that her breathing returned after that, and seeing me collapsing, Hisui ran to save all of us, even though she was still in a panic. As a result, Kohaku-san was saved. I fell into a condition where my eyes would not function, in addition to the decrease in my physical body strength. Well, I somehow understood that I went blind. When I stabbed my knife into her body, the only thing I was able to see were those lines. So when I was told I went blind, it didn't shock me that much, but then my sight came back shortly after. The examination revealed absolutely nothing wrong with my eyes, but only problems with my nerves. Rather than my cut nerves connecting themselves, it seems that it's more like the nerves, which were numb, healed up. It seems my eyes will not go blind that easily. Or it might be that even if I do go blind, I'll still see those lines. Well, those are trivial matters. The important fact is that Kohaku-san and I were saved. But Kohaku-san wasn't fully saved. She was able to recover, but in turn, she lost something. Shiki-sama. Yeah, go ahead. I think it's probably better if you went in first. After answering yes, she knocks on the door. A voice tells us to come in and we enter the room. Kohaku-san is the only one in the room. She sits in a bed and looks at Hisui and I. Kohaku-san isn't smiling. With uneasy eyes, she looks at her guests. May I please ask who you are? Oh! With those words, Hisui's shoulders shake a bit. We've come to see how you are doing. Please excuse us, Nei-san. Kohaku-san looks at Hisui with surprised eyes after she hears the words Nei-san. Hisui sits down next to Kohaku-san. I don't want to be in the way, so I sit down on a chair by the wall. Kohaku-san looks uneasily back and forth between Hisui's face and mine. I'm sorry. It's a bit strange. I feel that I do know both of you, but I cannot remember either of you. Her voice sounds very apologetic. This isn't a joke or anything. She really does mean those words. There is some problem with her memory. I think I was told so before by Hisui. Kohaku-san was no longer the Kohaku-san from before. No, that's not quite right. The system of the brain can be divided into 4 functions: recording, preserving, playback, and recognition. And it seems that Kohaku-san has something wrong with her preserving function. The doctor said that she can return to her normal lifestyle, but she can't remember most of her past. It isn't so much that she can't remember, rather it is more like she lost it. The preservation of memories up until now, all that information was lost, so there's nothing to remember. So Kohaku-san cannot remember me or Hisui. Having Kohaku-san return to the way she was before really is a hopeless dream. I don't know if it was the near-fatal shock from the poison, or if Kohaku-san closed it off herself. But I know that Kohaku-san has the body and heart she had before, but she has forgotten all about me, Hisui, and Akiha. Kohaku-san looks up at Hisui. Yes, Hisui answers, and Kohaku-san hesitantly starts to speak. Your face is the same as mine. Might I ask who you are? Hisui's body freezes, but that is just for an instant. With a light smile, Hisui holds Kohaku-san's hand. I'm your little sister, Hisui. Hisui-chan. She manages to let this response out. That is probably the most cruel response she could have given. But Hisui still smiles gently and answers yes. I'm so sorry. I do not remember anything about you, Hisui-chan, or that person over there. I'm a little scared. I don't remember anything about you, Hisui-chan. Maybe there must be something wrong with me. Downcast, Kohaku-san looks like a lost child. Her face clouds over and her eyes are uneasy. She's not like Kohaku-san. But still, Hisui grips her hand tightly. No, do not worry, Nei-san. No matter how uneasy you are, I will always be with you. Like how you always protected me, I will always protect you from now on, Nei-san. Kohaku-san's face is pure bewilderment. After looking at Hisui in surprise, Kohaku-san thanks her. Yes. Looking down in embarrassment, Hisui mumbles a response. Is there anything you need? Like something to eat or something you want? Kohaku-san says yes and nods with eyes in response to Hisui's attempt to hide her shyness. There isn't anything I want to eat, but there is something I want. Can I ask you? Kwaku-san does not just look at Hisui, but looks at me sitting by the wall too. Yes. What is it, Ne-san? I think I never liked the name Kohaku. So I want a new name. Oh my god, what? Name? I wonder why. Once she says that, only one name comes to me. The name has been discarded and only remains in memories. Shiki-sama. Hisui turns to me. Is she thinking of the same thing? She looks at me as if she wants confirmation. I nod in response. Hisui turns back to Kohaku-san. How does Nanaya sound? Whoa. Okay. Tells her so. Nanaya. Kohaku-san murmurs it as if testing the sound. Right after, she lifts up her face as if she remembered something. Yes. I think I like the sound of that. It seems awfully nostalgic for some reason. Saying that, she smiles. Her usual smile that blossoms like a rose. Finally, for the first time since she's awakened, she smiles happily. The two of them talking looks perfectly natural. Naturally, the two of them peacefully pass the time as sisters. I don't know if her losing her memory was good or bad. Since all of her memories were painful, maybe it was a good thing that it happened. Because from now on, there'll be nothing but happiness. Forgetting all the sorrowful incidents, she can earn a normal happiness. But looking at this blue sky, I just can't help but think back. That young girl standing by the window. I know that the past for her is something to be forgotten about. But still, if I could, I wanted that Kohaku-san to become happy. But that is a wish that can no longer be granted. So I just have to end that wish right now. Underneath that longed-for blue sky. I imagined for the last time her carefree smile, like a lingering flower. Shiki-sama, may I please have a moment? After we leave the hospital, Hisui suddenly asked me that question. Sure, what is it? Yes, we still have time, so there is somewhere I wish to go. Somewhere you wish to go? Not understanding, I tilt my head. Come on, let's go, Shiki-sama. Hisui pulls my hand forcefully and starts running. Look at her, back to her normal personality! I want to see a CG of her smiling and holding our hand, please. Oh, a field. She takes me to a grassy plain outside of the city. Autumn is ending and the sky is deep. The wind that blows through the flowers and onto our faces seems to blow through our hearts. Hisui? Why did you want to come here? Who knows? To be honest, there really isn't a reason. It's just that when we were coming to the hospital, I saw this field from the train. Hisui says this trivially as she stands by my side. I don't get it. This is a nice place, but it doesn't seem like that special. If you wanted to play, we should go to another... No. This is the right place to visit. I wanted to come not somewhere in the city, but somewhere quiet and beautiful, and it makes me feel positive. A place where you can return to your usual self. With a light smile, she looks up at me. My usual self, Hisui? Yes. Well, when you were in the hospital room, you looked so depressed. I understand how you feel, and I'm glad you feel that way. But that is not what Ne-san wanted. Hisui reaches out. She lightly places her hands on mine. Is that not right? I think it is better if you cheer up. Hey, Shiki-sama. You may not have realized it, but you smell like sunshine. That's so cheesy, but considering it's coming from a girl, it's adorable. That is the Shiki-sama I like and will always like. Her eyes look at me directly. Those eyes are really kind and optimistic. Hisui is the one that smells like sunshine. 8 years ago, it feels like we returned to that time when Akiha and I would run around the garden. Really, I think I'm the gloomy one if you ask me. You're just someone who does not start conversation that much. But to me, no, to us, you are like this open field. Her fingers move. I feel her squeeze me tighter. So there, please don't make that face, Shiki-sama. Akiha-sama was saved and even Ne-san was saved. There is no reason for you to be sad. Ne-san is still alive. then I am sure she will return to the way she was someday. And even if not, I will make her many times happier. You do not have time to be sad. Because we have to help Nei-san and Akia-sama be happier from now on. What she's saying is fairly preposterous, so I wonder why. After hearing those words, I feel a ray of light shining into my gloomy heart. That's right. I'm her big brother, so it's only natural to do such a thing. Hisui nods. Yeah. Might be hard, but we have to do it. 'Cause I want them to be happy too. Yes. I know you can do it. Nodding strongly, she holds my hand against her chest. I can feel her heartbeat. The delicate warmth of her body serenely blows like the wind through the grass into my own heart. Besides, if you do not cheer up, I'll be very troubled. Why? I ask. Hisui's cheeks flush, but she still looks directly at me. You are the only one who can make me happy. I want to always be near your side. Always be near your sunshine. She stands on her tiptoes to kiss me. This is the most adorable frickin' ending ever. The sky is high. Underneath that sky, where there is no sadness, I receive the warmth of the one I love the most. From the field is the gentle smell of the sunshine. Yeah, Hisui's words are exactly right. We lost a lot, but we haven't lost everything. The days will still go on into the future. Then we have to go on and try our best to make everyone live happily. Thanks, Hisui. Holding her delicate body, I close my eyes. Tears flow down my cheeks, but there is no sadness. Life itself is fun enough. I've known that for a long time. Then, holding Hisui's hand, I'll walk on and have no regrets. Alright. Now I know. A lot of you are going to say, or you're thinking right now, oh, I bet you he thinks that that's 100% the perfect ending because it's what he wants. I prefer it. I do. Don't get me wrong. Absolutely. That ending makes me feel good on the inside, which is what I'm here for. I'm not one of you like... Some of you guys are like, oh man, I love suffering. It's like, no, sorry, that's not me. There's enough of that in my life. I like happiness. However, I do think the original ending is written better. Now, I stand by that. Yeah, I do, right? That original ending, it's such a twist, right? I love the concept of Shiki just saying, no, I don't care, shut up, give us this happiness, and pushing through, and, you know, and there's still punishment for Kohaku's actions being, there is no more Kohaku. Now it's Nanaya, which is very confusing, by the way. That's very confusing. I don't really get it, why they picked that name. I mean, I get it, but at the same time, it's very strange. Feels like that name is a bit loaded, regardless. No, that, I like where they end off there, and I think as a Hisui route ending, right, it's much better. I found that the original ending felt like a Kohaku ending, and there was actually not enough Hisui in there, and at the end, Hisui is still herself. I like Hisui opening up, going back to her original self. That I like a lot more, right? Just because of the fact that it is, you know, the roles have kind of reversed back, right? And I like that. I like that idea a lot, but not in a sad way. I don't know. So regardless, I prefer this ending. I definitely think the original ending is better in terms of quality, in terms of being like the official true ending, but I prefer this ending for what happens with the characters. Does that make sense? Okay. I do feel that was a bit cathartic also, after getting really, really mad at Kohaku. Like, I'm talking, you have no idea how mad I was when I read that first ending. I was so mad. There was a bit of catharsis. I can now safely and happily do her story. Which someone messaged me and said that the Kohaku story, the reason there's only one ending is because literally before the 1.0 release, because remember, these were on discs back in the day and there was like demo versions, 2 weeks. 2 weeks thrown out, right? Just really quickly done. This is a bonus story more than anything from what I hear. But regardless, you know, we'll be reading that there in just a sec. Will you take the lesson? I don't think there's going to be much to say here. Good ending, well done. Each hearing is 2 sets of endings. Since you reached Hisui-chan's good ending without seeing the true ending, you are now finished Hisui-san's route completely. Thank you so much for playing up to this point. Let's meet again. Ciel-san, I also have something I must impart. Oh, never mind. That's Professor Roa. This is rare indeed for you to come to a place like this. There he is. This circumstance is unique. I'll get to the point right away. Now that you have cleared Hisui-san's route, there should be another choice for you on the first day. This is the unlocking of the last route in Tsukihime. Well, even if I did not tell you this, it is very clear if you go to the graphic mode. Yep, that's right. Well then, please continue on and enjoy Tsukihime. We will! But first, let's head to the lab with Hisui. Okay, here we are. Time for some training to check out Hisui's full moveset. Let's do that. So, we definitely had a lot of practice with her thanks to, you know, being there. And let's beat up her sister because, of course, God, that face hits so different now. And let's go to... I don't know, man. This is a school building. It's nice and bright. So, let's bring up her moves here. Okay, let's check them all out while we're here. Okay, so we got Light Punch, Medium Punch. That is the frame data on that. Actually, do we have... There's no way. Yeah, this doesn't have frame data, but it's so... Okay, range, surprisingly long. That feels like it's a heavy in terms of distance, you know? And then, well, that's a heavy, right? It's the chair, because of course. Crouching, that's fast. Can combo into itself. That's kind of a same thing, but on the ground. And yeah, clean the floor. God, the fact that learning about Kohaku and seeing her always smiling now hits so different, doesn't it? Yeah, so there's that one. There's also an air throw, which we'll do once we get into the air. So 6 plus C. Whoops, the wrong way. There we go. So that's 6. Launcher has chip, extremely good anti-air. We also have 2 and C in the air, which is that there. Yeah. Hisui drops. Move is not easy to connect to in an air combo, but I've done it before. Oh yeah, God, I could sort of see that. Okay, let's go. Whoa, that was new. Huh, what was that weird charge effect? I don't actually know. Okay, well. Blowback Edge. C plus 2. C plus 2. Oh, that's it. Okay. Oh, we have that in the air as well. Huh. How did I do that? Well, crouching C plus 8. 8. 8. What is 8 on this? 8 would be... Wait, numpad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is up. Okay. While crouching, C plus 8. How do you do that? Oh, right. It's like tap and then direction. Just like in the air, it's gonna be C plus down. Yeah. What a weird... It's like a table Hadoken. It's such a weird motion. Okay. Blowback edges are a bit strange, but okay. Yeah, that's it there. So mid attack has super armor. Special moves. Again, all we have is... Whoops. That. And that. And that's it. EX. We have... Doing the super version. Which is incredible. It's an incredible tool. Again, it's so good that, like, I understand why she only has the one, considering, you know, it's so good. Like, look at that. Okay. So now we have... Okay, this is crazy. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 6, 1. Okay. 3, 4... Wait. I think it's that there. Unguardable attack that can hit anywhere on the screen. As long as a spiral is active, all the opponents are reversed. Useless against the CPU. Am I doing it wrong? I actually can't tell if that's it, because there's also 436C. No, that's 436C. Okay. But then the other one there is... No, I'm not... Then that's her arc drive. I'm trying to figure out what her Senno Tante is. Okay, 3, 4, 1. Okay, so I need to... I'm so bad at numpad. So 3, 4... What the frick is... Okay, I need a numpad list up. Oh, I have it right here. I have an actual numpad on my keyboard. So 3, 4, 1... Oh my god, is it a pretzel? Is it a dang pretzel? Because it's 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 6, 1. It's a pretzel. Oh, dang. Okay. 3, 4... Nope. It's... Okay. Nope. Nope, because I keep doing that one there. God, I hate pretzels. Actually, I love pretzels as a food. Oh, there we go. I have no idea what's happening. So it just says unguardable that can hit anywhere as long as spiral's effective. Oh, it just action reversal. The Yomi. I kind of hope that comes back actually, because that's so wild. It's kind of the best, huh? Right? Okay. So you can do some pretty good stuff with just her 1, 2, 3. Well, you can even go like 1, 2, 3. That seems like a guaranteed, you know. Nope, never mind. Okay, let me try. I'm gonna try some. I was gonna try and like launch her up into that. Okay. Oh, it's... I don't know if you can super cancel that in... No, you can't cancel that into a... you gotta jump cancel it. Okay. Well, you might be able to have enough time to do that into... Yeah, that there. Okay. Yeah, it seems the best is to not use... Oh, okay, no, you can kind of do that there. You can kind of do that there. Okay, so let me try. And that's going to be roughly the same. Okay, yeah, because you don't want to sweep, obviously. Also, the irony that this move is called a sweep is not lost on me. Oh, see, that doesn't work in the corner too well. You almost want it to not be in the corner for that. Let's try. Come on. I'm gonna try some stupid stuff. Like, That stuff is ridiculous, and it's so good. Like, I mean, it's stopped if the opponent air guards, but regardless, like, it's really silly, and I'm kind of really looking forward to her getting new stuff, you know, to see what changes. Now, I am curious. I'm just curious. I'm just gonna try, because I know this is a character that's not in Tsukihime right now, but I'm just curious to see. I just want to kind of see what's up with this. Because graphically looks about the same. Oh. Oh, wow. Oh my god. Oh, never mind. This character's entirely different. Oh, this is not like a clone at all. Oh my god. She gets the Mechakuma wings? Shut up. Okay. Well, that's the dream, isn't it, boys? Oh, there's shenanigans to be had for sure. Okay. Like, some similar moves, but then some that aren't, you know? Like, her heavy is the cross chop. It's great. That's good, too. I'm very happy I learned about this. How did I do the super? I'll do that again. No, that's the other one. I keep doing the same one. There we go. Just like kind of a serve bot attack, you know? Okay, I kind of love Mecha Hisui. How did I do that? It's forward, medium. Okay. Why would I ever play as regular Hisui? I don't know. Probably because Mecha Hisui's not back in Lumina. Okay, well, that makes me happy. I was just curious. We'll give her the full run over later. But all right. Thank you all for watching, everyone. And when we return, we're moving on to the final story in Tsukihime, which is the Kohaku story with one ending. I think it's going to be a pretty short just kind of victory lap. It's kind of how I think it is. But I could also be wrong. Who knows? Maybe it'll be crazy and different. I don't know. We'll see. Thank you all for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time for some more. Ciao.